It's always seemed bizarre to me that this country, one of the most secular in the Western world, still has an official state-sponsored religion. The Church of England attracts less than 2% of the population to its Sunday services, and yet it retains all the privileges of an established church, including guaranteed seats in the second chamber of our Parliament. The C of E, as we call it, has kept its special place in our national life mainly out of indifference. Nobody's cared enough to challenge it. Until this week, because the Church has been plunged into crisis by a narrow vote of its governing body, the General Synod, against allowing women to become bishops. By doing so, the Synod ignored the advice both of the current Archbishop of Canterbury, the Church's spiritual leader, and of the man who'll take over from him next year. The Church's members are bitterly divided. Reformers say that by reinforcing what's been dubbed the stained glass ceiling that keeps women from rising to the level of bishop, the Church has made itself look out of touch and irrelevant in the modern world. Traditionalists, of course, say it's not the job of Christianity to be up to date, but rather to be true to the scriptures. Those of us who aren't members of the Church allow ourselves a wry smile when we remember that its head is none other than the Queen, who just happens to be a woman. So what does it all mean? The debate isn't over, that's for sure. It will be voted on again in due course, and my guess is that sooner or later it will pass. Politicians up to and including the Prime Minister have criticised the decision. There's even talk of parliamentarians forcing the Church to come into line with gender equality laws from which it's currently exempted. The logical thing might simply be to end the Church of England's special status, which gives me the chance to use the longest word in the English language: disestablishmentarianism. I never thought I'd be saying that on Up to the Minute, although it is a cause I happen to believe in. But the Church will probably muddle through and get it right eventually. I hope I'll be excused the blasphemy if I simply point out that it's all one hell of a muddle. This is Lance Price for CBS News in London.